All right, what's up, Connect City Church? I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this special announcement, and it is a very special announcement. It's very exciting, and it is about us reconvening together, finally. So before I kind of get into that, I want to kind of catch you up to speed on a couple of things. One, I have met with our, our elders. I met with our leadership team. I met with specifically all of them, but specifically met for a while with our production staff and our worship staff to make sure that we were able to do what we're going to talk about here. But there's three groups of people pretty much that we have in our church when it comes to this pandemic. We have number one, the people that are just ready to get back together. I mean, they are like, I hear from you every day. Like, when is this happening? What can I do to help? Those kinds of things. And then we have the people that are of the age group that is pretty susceptible or more susceptible to the virus, and maybe and also people that have health issues that have to be really careful about getting out in public. And then we have people that are just not quite ready yet, based on anxieties, based on just their own personal decisions and kind of where they stand. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I get all that, okay? So I want to be sure, and we want to be sure as a staff, as a leadership team, as elders, to figure out a plan that is going to, we're going to do the best we can to figure out a solution for everyone, okay? And kind of meet people where they are. So we want to meet you where you are. And how we're going to do that is this. Beginning August, not August, sorry. Geez, what am I thinking? Beginning June 7th, which is the first Sunday in June, we are going to reconvene. However, it's not going to look like it has always looked. We want to again, kind of reach everyone with this. So here's the solution. We're going to meet outdoors, okay? In fact, we're going to have a 10 o'clock service, one 10 o'clock service, so that we can kind of get started before it gets warm, outside, and hopefully it'll feel good out there. But we're going to have a 10 o'clock service that is going to be outside, okay? And there are multiple reasons for that. I'll get into that in just a second. But this is going to be, each one of these services is going to be worship driven, all right? I'll do a little devotional or something like that, but because of kids being involved, because of a number of other reasons, and we just want to have a really good time with each other. And that's kind of one of the goals with this, okay? But it's going to be very worship driven. And that is the purpose of this, is to enjoy one another, okay? We can finally come back together and we want to enjoy one another, but we want to do it safely, and we want to just focus on doing it very simply, okay? I don't want a bunch of people that have a ton of responsibilities to worry about. I want you to enjoy church, and I want you to enjoy each other, okay? So there's three ways that you can join, all right? The first is this. You can join the group outside, all right? And here's what I want you to do if that's you, okay? I want you to bring, for your family, bring your camping chairs, bring your lawn chairs, and we're going to set that up. That's going to help with the social distancing, and I think, you'll just have a little setup there, and we'll have all the space in the world to do so, and it'll be comfortable, but we want to ask you to bring those chairs. If you don't have chairs, that's fine. We're going to have chairs here that you can borrow and all that. But we want to really kind of limit the amount of touching as far as stuff goes, that's out there. So just bring your chair and make it comfortable. Set it up, and the truth is, one of the reasons we're doing it outside is because it's next to impossible with the size of our congregation in comparison to the size of our building, and at least where we're meeting right now. We would have to have multiple services, and we would have to have police the social distancing, have people have people 6 feet apart, have people just kind of policing everything that goes on. Well, most of that doesn't have to be policed outside based on the guidelines that have been given for organizations and for businesses and those kinds of things. So we want to, we feel that that's going to be the best approach to be able to kind of house everybody. Now, that's the first, is you can be a part of the group. Number two is maybe you are fall in that category of you're in the older age range, which is susceptible to this virus, or maybe you are just have these health issues and you want to come, but you can't really be a part of the group, or you don't feel comfortable being part of the group. Well, listen, we got something for you too. We're going to have the live service is actually going to be streamed through an FM transmitter. So in your car, you can be here with us, but you can stay in your car, and we'll have a blocked off area for those that want to do this. But we're going to have a roped off area where you can listen to the service, the singing, the preaching, whatever, in your own car. You're going to tune into a certain station, and it'll be coming to your FM radio station, okay? So that's the second way. And then thirdly is exactly what we've been doing. We're going to live stream the service. So we'll be able to live stream it to our Facebook Live page, and you'll be able to, if you don't feel comfortable coming, you're not ready yet, you can still take part in what we're doing, okay? So we will live stream it. Again, bring your lawn chairs. When it comes to social distancing, that's not going to be something that we're policing, okay? So I want to say, unless you are comfortable coming, do not come, all right? But if you are comfortable, then please come. We want to get going in the right direction here and getting back to some semblance of normalcy. I understand that there are some of you that have a lot of kids and maybe you don't feel comfortable. We're not going to pressure you to do this, but if you come, what I'm hoping will naturally happen is that if you're comfortable with people holding your kids, they'll be able to help you with them. We're going to have a perimeter set up around where we are meeting of guards, if you will, to make sure that people just position to make sure that the kids will not be running around too much in a dangerous area or anything like that. We want to make sure that they are protected. And the last thing is, listen, this is going to happen rain or shine, all right? We might not be actually grouping together outside, but the truth is, because of the FM transmitter, if you come and it starts raining, we can go back to our cars and you can tune into the station and we can just do it that way. So worst case scenario, we're meeting together, but we're going to be in our vehicles, which is not nearly as fun, right? But that's just a risk that we have to take in this. I can't stress enough that this comes down to personal conviction, okay? We want to move forward as a church. And as the pastor, I have to help facilitate that, and we're going to move forward, but I also understand that we want to meet people where they are, and some of you are not comfortable with this coming together. I get that 100%, okay? So please understand that you will not be judged or anything like that by staying home, but we do want to make it open to those who are ready to come and get back together, but we also want to reach everyone with where you are. So all this comes down to a personal conviction. Do not come unless you are comfortable coming. But I'm hoping that through this, we're going to see people becoming more comfortable. And throughout the month of June, I think we'll see a lot more as far as what's trending on the news or what's trending as far as the CDC goes. And maybe we'll have a better idea. You know, they'll start talking about school and all that. And I'm hoping that before too long, we can start having stuff for our kids. But for now, all of us are just going to be together, okay? And this is how it's going to go. Again, the purpose of this is to enjoy one another. We want to enjoy each other's company. And there might be some things that we can do throughout the month of June that can, on top of what we're talking about, but we're just going to take it in stride, okay? And we're going to do this in a very safe way. Safety is going to be a priority, and simplicity is going to be a priority, because I want everyone to enjoy this time together. And those are kind of some of the main reasons that we want to do this. But I'll be honest with you, the main reason is this. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. I said that this is going to be very worship driven. Well, one of the things we talked about a couple of weeks ago has to do with the heart of worship. And I believe that there is revival that is going to come to this area as a result, that God is going to use everything that we've been through and everything that we're going through to spark a revival in this area. But I think He is bringing us back to a point of simple worship, and He's going to posture our hearts through our time together. So there's a lot that's in the future, and there's a lot of crazy, awesome stuff that's coming up. So I believe this is a very pivotal time for us. So I think it's just so fitting that we're going to make this about worshiping our God together. Because honestly, that's part of our DNA at Connect. And I'm really looking forward to this, okay? So there's a lot of exciting things coming up, and this is a very exciting time for us. So listen, if you are comfortable, we look forward to seeing you on June the 7th, all right? But until then, we're going to still be meeting online, and we're going to put out advertisements about all this, and we're going to keep you posted on everything. So please make sure to share all of this good news on your timelines when we post it, all right? We love you guys. Miss y'all so much. Can't wait to get back together. Bye.